I started in college as a computer science major and failed spectacularly. I got the big boot. I started trying to learn C++ at 7 o'clock in the morning on a chalkboard with one day in front of a computer, and I did terrible. I ended up actually with a public relations major, and eventually ended up working for a company who used Salesforce for implementations. And it was a fairly small company where the administrator and developer at the time was the vice president of operations, and he came over and said, Brian, you're a smart guy, you're technical, you've been using Salesforce to keep track of your implementations and stuff, but I wrote this trigger, it needs to be updated, go figure out how to do it. And so it was kind of a really nice opportunity that was provided, considering I was not a programmer, to go and figure, okay, what is this code called Apex? How does it actually work? And from there, it grew to the point where after, I think it was less than 9 months being there, my job shifted being primarily the developer and admin of Salesforce for that company. And then I was just an administrator and developer for that company, and I was writing Visualforce pages and huge batch classes that were going through on a schedule and updating all of this disparate information all the way up so we can do some really fancy financial reporting. So it started off with just, hey, fix this trigger that turned out to be horrendously written, sorry Abe, and ended up being a really nice career path. And then shortly after I left that company, they made me an MVP, which was a great honor. Still kind of shocked that I'm still an MVP, but it's a lot of fun, and it's nice to be able to help people. When I got started, I didn't really know what a Salesforce MVP was. I went from knowing nothing of how to do something and used the community to learn almost how to do everything, or at least get pointed in the right resource, that I wanted to be able to do the same. And that was really important to me, because we're a growing community, and for every person like me, there's probably tens or 20s, hundreds of people that are trying to learn the platform new. And I want to make sure that they are given the same opportunities I was, so in a handful of years, maybe they can be a rockstar developer. I would not be in the position that I have at a company I have right now without Force.com or Salesforce in general. If it wasn't for Salesforce, I would not have been able to learn a product and learn it quickly, to become an expert on it, to be able to help other people. And that really led me to become a consultant, because I get to help as many different people as I possibly can, and I get the pleasure of doing it and being paid for it at the same time. I'm really excited from the Salesforce side what Lightning components are bringing. With the Lightning Experience app, it's going to completely change how people can interact with the platform, and Lightning components are going to give people like me and developers the capability to write some really cool things to make an app seem almost alive. And I'm really excited to see what can I do to make an app come alive for people.